Good morning. You've reached What's on Scott's Mind, and it is November 10th, 2025. Celebrating, of course, those who serve and those who have served and those who gave their lives so that we could be free. Anyway, not wearing blue today. Interesting new concept, right? Anyway, what's on my mind? Well, first of all, again, as has become my tradition, I think fourth or fifth time now in a row. Congratulations to the IU football team. Beautiful win. Epic drive at the end of the game. I have now watched it 4 times, and it's not improbable because it happened, but it's certainly a demonstration of just how good that team is and that they don't quit, which is awesome, right? You love it when a team plays to the end of the game, plays hard, which then brings me to my other sports that I watch, right? So I'm a big fan of basketball. I am a big fan of football. So I watch pro football, college football, pro basketball a little bit, and college basketball a lot. I grew up loving Indiana University, and I was excited to see the game this weekend. First game, Alabama A&M. No knock on Alabama A&M. It's a great university, great place to go to school, just not a basketball power. And so blowing them out wasn't a big deal. But Marquette has tradition. Marquette has been to the NCAA tournament the last 4 years. They have tradition. They're ranked in KenPom and the other services right a little bit behind IU, or at least the ratings before the game. I think IU was 33rd and they were 43rd or 42nd. So anyway, IU came out. The game was called very tightly, and in fact, if it hadn't been called tightly, Marquette would not have been in the game. Right? IU scored 100 points, Marquette scored 77. A big chunk of those came on from the free throw line. So kudos to Marquette for playing the game the refs were calling. It'll mature out this season, as it always does. But anyway, neither here nor there. So IU basketball won, IU football won, IU soccer won on the weekend, IU women's basketball won. So just a great sports weekend to enjoy and a bunch of games to watch, and I enjoyed that. And then, of course, yesterday, the Bears won. So just kind of my triumphant weekend, right? I really, really enjoy when my teams do well. It's a little harder when they don't do well. The Bears are 6-3 now in the NFL season. IU is 10-0 in football. IU is 2-0 in basketball and 1-0, I believe 1-0 in women's basketball, and 12-5 and 1 in soccer. We've had a couple of rough road losses in soccer this year that were kind of disconcerting, but not a negative thing, just that it's harder to play on the road than it is to play in your own stadium. It's always better to play at home, right? Because you get in your own bed, you get out of your own bed, right? You're doing things like that. Anyway, enough of sports. The other thing that's on my mind right now is I'm really kind of worried that there's some things that need to get done. I apologize. The screensaver behind you can see is flashing green on the side of my face there. There's some things that I need to get done, that I need to focus on, that I really need to focus on, but it's taking a while, right? One of them is I'm trying to fix the 3D printer, and it's a 12-hour delay. I send the answers to the questions they ask. 12 hours later, I get the answers and I do the next one, right? So it takes 2, 3, 4 times longer to do it that way, but neither here nor there, I guess. Anyway, so that's kind of where I am with that. And the other thing I'm trying to work on is trying to organize the basement to get kind of things laid out the way I want them, which I've been working on for a while. But I made a huge dent, got a bunch more stuff out of the basement and off to the kids and Goodwill. So it's a good thing. Anyway, all of that said, that's what's on Scott's mind this week. Not much.